First at 4, suddenly, he's a free man. Local journalist Danny Fenster released from a Myanmar prison. His family is talking to Local 4 about a surprising, amazing turn of events. At this hour, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial is coming close to an end. Why prosecutors agreed to drop one charge, and we're tracking closing arguments as well. Here's Paul.
Well, thanks a bunch, Karen. A lot of us have had a lot of cloud cover. There have been a few areas to the north and east that have had a peak of sun, but overall, it's a very cold regime. But then we're going to warm things up and then cool it right back down. I'll have the timetable straight ahead.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, this is video many people couldn't imagine they would see so soon after journalist Danny Fenster was sentenced to 11 years in a Myanmar prison with hard labor. That was Friday. 3 days later, Fenster was released, and he is headed back to the United States. It is an astonishing turn of events. Local 4's Rod Maloney is live in Fenster's hometown of Huntington Woods. Rod, you've been talking to some very relieved relatives.
Oh, happy to say the least. Now, these are the signs that have been up all over town. They've been up for the last 6 months, but I'll tell you what, there is some customization going on around town. In fact, even in downtown Huntington Woods, they're saying, hey, welcome back, Danny, as is the family. Former UN Ambassador Bill Richardson published this picture early this morning as he and Danny Fenster jumped on a charter flight out of Myanmar headed for Doha, Qatar. In the moments before this shot, Danny called his family. He awakened them at 4:30 a.m. our time. His mother Rose telling Local 4 about that exciting moment.
It was great to hear his voice. He asked Danny, how are you? He said amazing.
They learned late Sunday things were brewing, and Danny's older brother Brian stayed up all night coordinating the phone contacts. Through bleary eyes, he told us.
After this verdict he had on Friday, and then potentially going into this week facing even harsher charges. Thank goodness this got done.
Danny's dad is still trying to comprehend how Danny could go from convicted and sentenced to 11 years in prison at hard labor on a Friday and then jetting home the following Monday.
We're both just floating, relieved.
I'm numb. I liken this to the way I felt in the first week of this ordeal. Like, what is going on here? And I'm kind of like back there again, but in a good way. The Fenster family telling Local 4 it reached out to anyone and everyone who could help get Danny out of the horrifying Myanmar prison conditions. And early on, the family wasn't even certain that Richardson was the right guy for the job.
We've been in regular contact. He made a visit a few weeks ago, and we thought maybe it complicated things, and we had this terrible verdict a few days ago, and thankfully he was able to secure Danny's release.
I'm just on adrenaline right now. So happy, so many emotions. I don't even know what to say. I just can't wait to see him and hug him and hold him.
Well, Danny's wife remains in Myanmar, but there's a problem in her getting out. She's free to leave if she can get a flight. There's a civil war in the country, and so there aren't that many flights, but the family expects that within a week or two that she'll be able to get here and the entire family can get reunited. Back to you.
Rod, so many twists and turns in this case. What do you know about how this release played out?
Well, I can tell you this. Danny was very confused. He did not know what was really happening for him. He'd heard some rumblings about all this, how it was going, but he really wasn't sure until the very end what was to happen. We'll talk about that coming up on Local 4 News at 5.
All right, we look forward to it. Great news. Danny Fenster headed home tonight. Many of us are keeping a close eye on the COVID-19 numbers as doctors say Michigan is becoming a virus hotspot once again. Today, the state is reporting more than 21,000 new cases over the past 3 days. That's a daily average of just above 7,000. It's kind of hard to compare the numbers since they come out 3 days a week, but this number is a big jump from 1 week ago. And the 7-day positivity rate now nearing 16%. Also, the state is reporting an additional 95 deaths since Friday, including 27 from a records review. A sudden increase in flu cases at the University of Michigan is catching the attention of federal health officials. The CDC is on campus this week working with the Washtenaw County Health Department since October 6th. The University Health Service has reported 528 cases of influenza. The CDC will take a look at how it's spreading and the vaccine effectiveness. Coming up new at 5, we are in Ann Arbor talking to experts about this project and why we're seeing the spike in flu cases, and the university is not alone. Well, many of us had those clouds this afternoon. It's still a little chilly outside, about to get colder. Meteorologist Paul Gross is standing by. All right, Paul, am I really hearing we're going to dip into the 20s overnight?
That looks to be the case, especially as these clouds break up overnight. But look at this. Right now, we are only in the 30s. Keep in mind, average highs right now, upper 40s to around 50. We're only in the 30s. And with a little bit of a breeze out there, it feels like it's closer to the low 30s or 30 degrees. You can see all the cloud cover, but you can also see we've had some sunshine in the far eastern, northern part of the area here. But for a lot of us, it's just been cloud cover through the day. Now, if you're going to the Pistons game tonight, Pistons are home. Kings are in town. Now, they're not used to this cold, that's for sure. The Kings I'm talking about. Temps just falling through the 30s, but it's going to be dry. So certainly that is a piece of good news. All right, the weather story. Rain returns Wednesday. We're going up. We're going to hit 60 on Wednesday, maybe above that, and then we're going back down. So we'll talk about all of that straight ahead, Karen.
Thank you, Paul. We've got breaking news from the White House, where President Joe Biden is about to sign a bipartisan infrastructure bill worth about $1 trillion. Let's listen into the historic moment.
This bill and talking about how useful and important it is. And from the House of Representatives, Speaker Pelosi, Steny Hoyer, Jim Clyburn, and Committee Chair Pete DeFazio, Democrats and Republicans, progressives and moderates, I'd like to pause and ask all the committee chairs and ranking members of the United States Senate and House that are here today, please stand. Will all of you stand? Come on. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To state the obvious, none of this would have happened without all of you. I really mean it. And also to the governors. Where are the governors? Governors, stand up. Come on, I want you to stand up. Red states, blue states, you all contacted me. You all said you were for this. You all stepped up. And more than 375 mayors, Democrats and Republicans, from every state and District of Columbia, wrote me asking to get this done. You got it, kid. And nearly 50 of whom are here today, including Republican Mayor Fontana, who from Fontana, California, Mayor Warren, who spoke earlier, and county and state and tribal leaders as well, civil rights leaders, faith leaders, law. You know, this law was supported by business groups, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the National Association of Manufacturers, the Business Roundtable, representing 200 of the largest corporations in America, and other top business. I want to especially thank, and I'm sure you'll all, as we used to say in the Senate, I say in point of personal privilege, I want to thank organized labor, who understands this about jobs. You all stood up. Jobs, 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 jobs. Special thanks to the AFL-CIO, the United Auto Workers, electrical workers, the IBW, the iron workers, it goes on, plumbers, pipe fitters, and the building trades, steel workers, who did I leave out? Pardon me? And my wife is a member of the union, the NEA. I'm going to get in trouble. Machinists, so many more. Look, folks, for too long, we've talked about having the best economy in the world. We've talked about asserting American leadership around the world with the best and the safest roads, railroads, ports, airports. Here in Washington, we've heard countless speeches and promises and white papers from experts. But today, we're finally getting this done. So my message to the American people is this: America's moving again, and your life is going to change for the better. If you live in one of the 10 million homes, or you're a child who attends one of the 400,000 schools or child care centers that still has lead pipes in them, you face a clear and present danger to your child's health and your health now. This law is going to start to replace 100% of the nation's lead pipes and service lines. So every American, every child can turn on the faucet and drink clean water.
A long battle this was to get this bill passed. Much of the $1 trillion plan will go towards roads, bridges, public transit, also expanding high-speed internet access. Certainly a big moment for the president, who still faces a looming battle over the Build Back Better plan, which is even bigger. We are streaming the rest of the ceremony at clickondetroit.com, and we'll have highlights from the day when you join us for Local 4 News at 5. Also breaking at this afternoon, the city of Kenosha, Wisconsin, on alert at this hour as the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse is coming to an end with closing arguments. He's the teenager accused of shooting 3 men, killing 2 of them during a night of protests. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom. And Kim, the judge handed down one ruling before the argument started.
Karen, good afternoon. This morning, the judge dismissed 1 count of possession of a dangerous weapon by a person under the age of 18. That charge was tossed on a technicality over the length of the weapon's barrel, and prosecutors conceded the point. But during closing arguments, they tried to convince the jury this is not a case of self-defense, as Rittenhouse has claimed.
When the defendant provokes the incident, he loses the right to self-defense. You cannot claim self-defense against a danger you create. That's critical right here. If you're the one who is threatening others, you lose the right to claim self-defense.
Now, the prosecutor repeatedly showed jurors drone video he says shows Rittenhouse pointing his AR-15 style rifle at protesters. The Illinois teenager says he went to Kenosha to help people as protests broke out over the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Rittenhouse says he feared for his life during a confrontation with the men he shot. The judge has given each side 2.5 hours to make their arguments. The defense team just started its arguments in the past half hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, this case is not a game. It is my client's life. We don't play fast and loose with the facts.
After closing arguments are finished, names will be drawn to determine which 12 jurors will begin deliberations. We'll have an update and more from closing arguments when you join us for Local 4 News at 5. For now, Karen, we'll send it back to you.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank
Sure.
you, Kim. Still ahead, first at 4, 2 airlines offer some big bonuses to make sure holiday travel goes smoothly. What are they offering, and will it be enough? There is some disagreement on that. Also, he once worked at the White House. Now he faces possible jail time. New developments in the case surrounding a longtime ally of former President Trump. But first, the terrible personal cost of the Astro World tragedy keeps growing. The family of the youngest victim offers an update they hoped to never share. We'll be right back.